No Elizabeth, no Emily. Well, maybe a little bit. I got a weird angle.
I was gonna say, you do have a weird angle.
Hey, Jesse! I think the spear can kind of be seen. Yeah, you kind of see it. Maybe. It's just reflection of me, so cut that out probably. So hopefully the chapstick will do its thing. But now we're in the... Good morning from... You want to be on it or no? No. Okay, I figured you didn't want to. Well, hello there. Hey, I'm back in the ARIA here. Not the ARIA. That's the reveal. It's a big slice of pizza. Hold on. All right, so it's about time I finally sat down for a meal, and I love my outtakes, right? Hello. Vegas? Hello, and welcome to another episode of Must See Adventures. I'm Scotty G, and this episode is going to be a little different today. It's mostly just going to be me. There will be some Elizabeth and Emily early on, but it's going to be me traveling to a new-to-me destination. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to tag you along and show you some of the new experiences I'll be seeing along with you. So if you don't like the homey introductions and things I'm doing around town, you might want to fast forward a little bit, because today I'm going to kind of make this a little home vlog / travel and then get into the destination I'm going to. But what I need to do before this day starts, here I am looking at my watch, it's 8:43. The haircut place opens at 9, and while this isn't ridiculous, I want to be fresh. I want to be fresh for my next couple destinations I'm going to, and I have a coupon for a $11.99 haircut at Great Clips. Not the most stylish place ever, but $12 haircut, can't beat that. Let's run the Great Clips. Hey, it's your boy Scotty G. I kind of rushed that intro because I really wanted to get to Great Clips. So they open at 9, and I live about 10 to 12 minutes away, and you can't check in online yet, I believe, until the store opens. So I just want to, I'm rope dropping the haircut place here, people. Kind of funny. So I just want to be there right when they open. Because I rushed right through that little opening, I didn't really share any details on the day or where I'm going. So I'm traveling to Las Vegas, Nevada today. And that, believe it or not, if you know me a little bit, I like to gamble a little bit, have a good time. And I have never once been to Las Vegas. I've been on the tarmac. So the first time we went to Disneyland for Liz's 30th birthday, we connected in Las Vegas, but we never left the plane. It was a no plane change, just new passengers boarded. So I've been on the tarmac, but never seen the strip, never actually touched foot on in Nevada. So excited to do that. Some of you might be thinking, oh man, that means a new mug for Scotty G and family, right? Well, ironically enough, we have 3 mugs from that region. We have a couple Las Vegas mugs that my dad and his fiance have gave us, and then my brother's girlfriend Shannon has also given us a mug from Nevada. I can't remember which, if Shannon gave us Nevada or Las Vegas or how it worked, but I do know we have 3 mugs, so I'll probably not get a mug this time because we're well stocked with Nevada mugs. But yeah, excited for this. It's a trip of first, because it's also going to be my first work conference. So I've been, in the professional industry where I work for 16 years and have never had the opportunity for a conference. And I've had different roles and responsibilities, but with my new job here, an opportunity came. So me and my boss, we're Viva Las Vegas, baby. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna meet her mother. So my boss Jessie might make an appearance in this video, which would be awesome. We'll see if she's camera shy or not. And then her mother, who knows? I just don't want to blast someone on YouTube if they don't want to be. So we'll see if they want to be included in today's episode. Got to do some packing still. The packing is going to be weird just to set this trip up, because I'm leaving Las Vegas not to go back to Detroit, to go back home. I'm going to be going to Orlando, Florida, because we're going on a cruise. Yes, we're going on the Disney Wish. There'll be another video about that whole setup. But it's going to be kind of interesting, right? I'm going to meet the family and my in-laws in Orlando after the conference. So that'll be fun to video and see how we connect. Our flights are scheduled to arrive 2 minutes apart. What are we doing today? As you know, it's that 4:30 flight. It takes about an hour 20 to get to Detroit. Got to be there a couple hours early, just to be on the safe side. We got some snow last night, but the roads seem to be okay so far this morning. Shouldn't really be doing this, but I'm hands-free. I got the camera mounted, so we're safe there. But I should probably stop talking so I can go get my haircut, and we'll share more later today.
If you haven't guessed it yet, this is the start of a brand new series, our winter break adventure. The big highlight, a magical sailing on the beautiful Disney Wish. Now I know that you've already heard that Scott is heading to Vegas, but really, how much fun could he possibly have without us? We'll let him think that he's having a great time while we wait for the real adventure to begin. So yes, this episode is Scott's story. But don't worry, Emily and I will join in soon, and that's when the family fun really takes off.
We have made it to Great Clips. We're about 3 minutes early, and there is a guy already sitting here in his Tesla out front. So the online check-in is not available yet. I'm going to do the courteous thing when we walk in, when the open light flashes, that he goes first because he was here before me. But I do see at least like 2 people working, it seems like. Sometimes it's just 1 in the morning. So hopefully I do get in right away so that we can get this haircut, and then we got a couple errands we got to run, then I got to pack and all that. It's not going to be our typical Saturday, but we'll kind of show you around kind of what we're doing on this sunny day in Lansing, Michigan today. All right, 9:10, and I'm already done with the haircut. Looking good. I got to do a little beard trim later. This is getting a little crazy. I'll do that tomorrow, I think, at the hotel. But yeah. That was awesome. 9:10. We talked about Disney Cruise Line the whole time while I was in the chair. It was awesome. Look at that blue sky. It's a sunny blue sky day. I'm just absolutely loving that. But next up, the girls are actually going to come out here and meet me for a gas fill up. So we like to do this thing where we go to Meijer Gas because we have a coupon where I'm full of the coupons. I had a coupon for the haircut, and now I'm using a discount at Meijer Gas where we get $1 off a gallon up to 30 gallons. So we just go and fill both cars up at the same time. Huge savings there, and maybe we'll get a bite at Tim Hortons. I love me some Tim Hortons, eh?
After fueling up the cars, it was time to fuel up ourselves with some coffee and bagels. We are big fans of Tim Hortons, which is a popular Canadian coffee and donut chain, and luckily we have plenty of them right here in Michigan. They're known for their coffee, bagels, donuts, and of course their famous Timbits. It's nearly impossible to stop in without sneaking a peek at the treats in their display case, or grabbing a taste. We picked up a mix of Timbits and bagels to start our day, just enough to tide us over since we had plans for a bigger lunch before the airport drop-off. Have you been to a Tim Hortons? What's your go-to item?
Birthday cake Timbit, my favorite.
Is that your favorite Timbit?
We're here at Tim Hortons, and we're having a traditional Liz Gardner special, which is an everything bagel with cream cheese and bacon. So, something that I started, I don't know, probably 20 years ago when the first Tim Hortons came to town. I thought, let's add some bacon to this bagel, and it's been a big hit in our house ever since.
I agree with Elizabeth. Like, the everything bagel with cream cheese and bacon is like one of my favorite sandwiches in town, for sure. And it's all thanks to Lizzie for starting it, or else I would have just gotten, I don't even know if this is something you guys don't know, like, I was so plain and boring before I met Elizabeth. I probably never even had a bagel before I met her, honestly. And we're going to talk about meeting her a little bit later on today because we're going to celebrate a big moment later on today. But got to start with a nice little breakfast sandwich. I went for a 35-minute walk this morning, so a little hungry already. So cheers. I am all packed and ready to go. This is a weird one to pack for because get this. So I'm going to Vegas for 4 nights for a conference. So button-up shirt, want to look professional and all that. But then I also had to pack for a cruise. Where you're going to be on the beach and swimming. It's going to be a little bit warmer. Plus, our friends are getting married on the cruise. So I need to have like a formal shirt as well. So I got like all things covered basically in this suitcase. We're ready to rock and roll, baby.
Wow. So not only is Scott leaving me and Emily behind for a few days, but he's also going to miss out on our 20th date-iversary. Good thing we decided to celebrate a day early, right here at the Olive Garden, the place where we had our very first date. Nothing says romance quite like breadsticks and pasta bowls. I guess his anniversary gift will be unlimited breadsticks this year.
So on our way to the airport, we had to make a stop at Olive Garden because tomorrow, as of this recording, is our 20th date anniversary Which happened where, Liz?
At the Olive Garden. So 20 years ago tomorrow, we had our first date here at the Olive Garden.
So since I'll be in Vegas, we won't be able to celebrate. We come to Olive Garden every Groundhog's Day, so I had to do February 1st instead. So happy 20 years.
Happy 20 years.
That was an enjoyable meal at Olive Garden. You know, it's not my favorite place, for sure. But a 20-year-old Scotty G asked a 19-year-old Lizzie G on the first date to go to Olive Garden. And 20 years later, that's what we continue to do. Now we're off to the airport. Well, that was pretty dang easy today. Mid-Saturday in February 1st, wasn't sure how the lines are going to be, but we're through security. I'm blocking people, you know, I know this airport pretty well, so people are trying to read the directory, so I'm blocking them there. But yeah, I have like an hour and 40 minutes. Got a lot of time here, so I'm going to walk around, maybe get a beverage, do some relaxation, catch up on some emails and texts. That's kind of the beauty of the airport, you know, it's kind of, I mean, it's a lot of time to be here early, but you can just relax now, right? And just catch up on things. Oh, the monorail is right here. There's the Detroit monorail. Not as magical as the one in Florida at Walt Disney World, but I'm a big fan of that one too. So we're just gonna walk around, find our gate, relax, yeah, and hope for a smooth flight to Las Vegas. Just hung out at the Fountain Bar for a little bit. It's a cool spot, and it's usually closed when I'm here. It's like right when you come through security and go straight through, you got Starbucks on your right, you got restrooms to your left. Well, actually, the women's restroom is on the right, but then you have like your information booth, and you just go all the way through to the windows. There's the Fountain Bar, and it's usually closed when we're here in the morning. At least they might be serving some specialty coffees, but it was cool to just hang out there, relax, had an old fashioned, talked to the bartender for a little bit. We talked about Vegas. She wished me luck. Talked to the girls on the phone a little bit. The bartender also said like, hey, I hope you win a prom dress for your girls, because that's where they were heading. They were heading to some malls in the area to go, not necessarily prom dress shopping, prom dress looking. We're still a few months away from that. But yeah, just walking around right now. I thought about taking the monorail because I'm all the way on the end of the MAC terminal here. But today I actually started a steps challenge at work. So there's a couple groups at work that are doing a steps challenge for February, you know, for the heart. It's Heart Month, Heart Awareness Month. So get that heart rate going, get those steps in. So I actually walked on the treadmill this morning, and I mean, I need to lose some weight. I need to get some fitness. I need to do some Run Disney training. So perfect timing for me. So I'm just walking around the airport trying to get more steps in. I said end of the terminal, I meant end of the terminal. This is as the far corner as you can get in the MAC. So we made it to Vegas. It was a long flight, long time on the plane just because of a delay, trying to get a first officer. So we had to wait an hour for that on the plane. So kind of tired, but very hungry. Just kind of walked around a little bit, explored, not too much. Didn't even stop for the restroom. So I really had to go to the restroom. And of course, the first one I went to here in Vegas was out of order. So it took me some time, but whew, man, I feel so much better now. I'm looking at the Uber Lyft area. Let's see if we can hop a ride to Planet Hollywood. Whew, that took a lot of work, but I finally have a room. That's been the theme of the day. Just patience, right? So I had to wait quite a while for the Uber Saturday night, right, in Vegas. Actually, I wasn't sure how that was going to be, because when most people want to start their adventure or the trip off early, but no, a lot of people are arriving to Vegas Saturday night, so I had to wait a while for the Uber. The Uber setup at the airport was actually kind of cool though. So you just went out to, they actually had a dedicated spot, which you're starting to see a lot more at airports, but you could just call for your ride, and they had a little waiting area where you just hung out, and then it was very well organized where the driver would just show up and they would have like a lane, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, and a stall number. So I'm just waiting there, and then I get a message, your driver is at A2, boom, and they were right there, pretty awesome. But then the drive, lots of traffic. I mean, we're really close. The airport, I didn't realize is so close to the main strip, but it was, I mean, I'm saying it was long. It was like 12 minutes. Like, so the traffic wasn't that bad, but once we got down like Planet Hollywood Drive, like underneath this parking ramp and all this stuff, it was chaotic. But my guy was able to just pull over, drop me off right in the front, and bam, I was in the lobby. Now, being my first time in Vegas, I was expecting like this grand entrance, right? Let's just soak it all in. But it was, again, too chaotic for me that I just kind of walked in, looked up a little bit, and then I was like, I gotta check in because I'm so hungry, you know? So I go in, I check in, and there's like 15 guests in line with 2 people working. I'm like, all right, just pack your patience in, Scott. I'm really in no hurry. There's nothing for the work conference I need to do. I just really wanted to just get into my room and take a shower. So I wait in line, you know, everyone's kind of like antsy a little bit, and it's moving very slow, and then it starts to pick up for a little bit, and then it moves really slow. And why it would move really slow is that they had like a VIP Diamond Rewards, like fast lane kind of a deal. And there were a lot of VIPs that were checking in or had questions. So that took about like 30 to 40 minutes to check in. They didn't have the king room that I asked for, which is fine. Like, I was just myself, so I thought the king would be good. But I got 2 queens instead on the 15th floor. Jessie was messaging me. She's on like the 29th floor, 30th floor, or something crazy like that. Like, this place is huge. So I'm on the 15th floor, have my own separate elevator bank compared to like the people on the higher rise. And I get into the room, which I am right now, and it is so spacious. This room is huge. I'm gonna be on a cruise ship after this work conference, and that is going to be quite the adjustment, being from this huge room by myself, mind you, to a small stateroom for 3 people. But hey, like, I enjoy the space in here, but don't know if I'm gonna be able to really fully use it. Let's take a tour of this spacious room. So when you first walk in, you got this like hallway, vestibule entrance, and there's like a lot of dead space, as you'll see. Like, no real, like, I thought there'd be kind of like a table to like drop stuff, you know, like keys, wallet, or anything. But as you see, it's a very open space. There's an interesting piece of artwork of these legs. You know, legs equal Vegas, right? And you turn around and you see this closet that's got all sorts of lights, Vegas life, pretty awesome. And then there's these double doors to the left, which is the bathroom. One thing to notice, like, it took me, not to notice, but one thing for me, it took me a while to find lights, but we finally got the lights all on. Now we're gonna open these double doors to the bathroom, which is huge. Look at this, nice flooring. I already laid the mat down because I wanted to take a shower. Yes, I already took a shower. And look at this, you're about to see me, hello. So you got this big sink right here, lots of echo in this room. You got this giant bathtub with some interesting art, tile art in the background. You got your toilet, and then another vanity sink. Hello again. And then a walk-in shower. The shower actually was the most disappointing. Like, the linens weren't that great. I had to use like a bar soap, but that's okay. But that room is massive, and I'm very loud in there. So then you come around this entryway to the main room, and look at this. It is just huge. You got this table right here. So I can conduct meetings in here if I wanted to. Look at this table. I was actually just talking to you from this. So that's massive. Some more little decoration on the wall. There's a lamp in the corner that I can't figure out. Then you got these 2 queen beds. I kind of already messed up my bed. I actually already have my stuff on the end table there for my cords and such. I like this light fixture right here. I have a couch and then another like desk area with more storage. I mean, the square footage of this room is massive. Should be kind of comfortable for sure. Oh, let's see what the view is. What do we got? There's like, oh, they're gonna have a bunch of mirror reflection there. Here I am, reflection in the mirror. Maybe I'll get a better view later when it's lighter, but I'm gonna go downstairs to the main floor to meet up with Jesse and get some food.
Scott was hoping to grab something quick for dinner and thought that there was a pizza spot at Planet Hollywood. But after wandering around and not finding it, he decided to give up on his search. Instead, he headed into Café Hollywood, right off of the casino floor. It wasn't too busy, which made it the perfect spot to sit down, refuel, and finally get a bite to eat after that long check-in.
All right, so it's a little chaotic in here, and Jessie and her mom have already had dinner because they got here earlier. Took a long time to check in, so I'm hungry. I've been eating since at Olive Garden way earlier this morning. That was like 11 hours ago. So I'm at Café Hollywood here, table for one. Just went with what would I get, like a barbecue bacon cheeseburger. It was like highlighted as like something good, and I'm chewing gum, which I hate doing when I'm vlogging, but really hungry. I'm gonna destroy this burger. It's a new day here in Vegas. As you can see, the sun is rising. It probably doesn't look very good because this window brings a lot of glare and reflection, but it is a new day. Yes, I'm still wearing the same shirt. Listen, I didn't have one of those like all night Vegas vendors that you hear about. I just want to go for a walk this morning, and I figured out I might as well wear the same shirt. I did gamble a little bit with Jessie and her mom. Jessie had never, and her mom too, Jackie, have never played craps before, and I've kind of recently learned how to play craps, so I showed them how to play craps. We got absolutely wrecked playing craps. We never hit the point once. I think we had like 7 rolls, and we never once hit the point. Pretty brutal, actually. And then Jessie has never seen anyone play blackjack, so I went and played some double bets. Won a little bit there, and then it was kind of funny. Like, they were like, oh, Scott, like, we think we're bad luck for you. Just go play a little bit. And like, I was kind of tired, but they wanted to hang out still a little bit. So I went over to double bet again and ended up being up $150. So that worked out really great. So I found them. They were playing a Huff and Puff machine. And Jessie's mom, she's like, she was getting tired of it. You know, she's like, I'm going to do a $6 bet. So she did a couple $6 bets. And then our luck has arrived happened. The wolf showed up. She got a mansion bonus and won $1,000. Like, just like that, bang. So our luck definitely turned around. We're like, we got to call this a night. It was feeling like 1 a.m. back home. And I was up at like 5:30 this morning. Finally just rolling out of bed because the pretty sunrise is happening. The conference stuff doesn't really start till 1 p.m. today. So I just kind of want to walk around, get my steps in for that challenge we talked about, get some breakfast, relax, and then go to my first ever work conference. Let's have another fun day here in Vegas. It's been an awesome morning just walking around, getting my steps. One thing I had on my list for this trip was definitely to explore the Bellagio. I thought, why not on my first morning? So I walked over here, grabbed a Starbucks, walked through the casino floor a little bit. But my main thing was I wanted to go to the hotel lobby. I've seen a lot of photos and videos from other Vegas vlogs, and the grand entrance to the Bellagio always seemed really cool. Got to experience that this morning, and it blew me away. It was just remarkable. And I knew that they were doing a Chinese New Year setup right now, and holy cow, that was so awesome. You just walk in there and the music is so soothing and calming. There's a waterfall and bridge and like topiaries everywhere, koi fish swimming. It was just remarkable. It reminded me a lot of like a Walt Disney World setup, honestly. And it got me thinking like, man, my family and I would just, do you think like Vegas is gambling, kind of crazy and wild, which I bet it is. I really haven't seen any of that yet. But I feel like families could have a good time here, right? Going to shows, exploring the hotels. Like the hotels, like the theming of that, what I just saw, like that was unbelievable. I gotta get my family here.
The Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Gardens, tucked right behind the hotel's lobby, are always something spectacular. What makes this spot extra special is that the entire display changes with the seasons, so there's always something new to see. When Scott visited, the gardens were themed for Lunar New Year 2025, marking the Year of the Snake. The space was filled with giant topiaries, waterfalls, colorful flowers, and soothing music. The theme was fantastic, and the whole setup was absolutely stunning, one of those spots in Vegas that feels both grand and peaceful at the same time. The Bellagio Conservatory team uses over 10,000 flowers and plants in each seasonal display, and they're replaced every couple of weeks to keep things looking fresh, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, just enjoying the morning walk, just taking in some of the sights. I'm looking at the Eiffel Tower right now. Probably gonna go back to Planet Hollywood to shower and change before the conference and, definitely get a bike. So let's see what Jessie and her mom are up to maybe, and we'll see what we do.
Jessie and her mom were planning to stay a few extra nights after the conference and were picking up a few things for their room. So instead of heading back to freshen up, Scott decided to keep on moving and enjoy a morning stroll along the Strip. It was a gorgeous morning and proof that the city does actually sleep, since the crowds were light that morning.
So right there is the outside of my hotel, Planet Hollywood. There's like an upper strip, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna walk around. I'm looking at the ARIA right here. Cosmopolitan is in front of me. Just a fun morning to just walk around. I'm really enjoying my time here. I like this upper level. It gets a cooler view. I'm like high level with a palm tree now, so that's kind of awesome. You guys know how much I love palm trees. But check out the ARIA. I've seen a lot of videos where like some of my poker vlogger friends love that poker room. I'm not gonna play poker right now. It'd be kind of cool to walk by and check it out.
To get to the ARIA from the upper level, you actually walk right through the shops at Crystal's. As a first-time visitor to Vegas, all of these malls leading into the casinos really surprised Scott. After grabbing his coffee at the Bellagio, he found himself passing by one high-end retail store after another. At Planet Hollywood, there's the Miracle Mile Shops, a 1.2-mile indoor mall with over 170 shops and restaurants, and ARIA has a similar setup with the shops at Crystal's. So even if gambling isn't your thing, these resorts make sure that there is no shortage of shopping and dining to keep you entertained. Scott stuck to window shopping on his way to the casinos though, as his wallet would not survive a Gucci shopping spree.
It looks like they're doing an immersive Disney animation, like walkthrough expo of some sort. That could be kind of interesting to see. But now I'm in the ARIA, gonna walk around and explore a little bit here. Looks kind of cool, kind of quiet this morning. Oh my God, they're doing a Chinese New Year thing too. Let's check it out.
After walking through the ARIA and checking out their famous poker room and suffering through a truly terrible blackjack session, Scott realized that David Copperfield couldn't have made those chips disappear faster than the dealer did. So he decided that it was time to head back to Planet Hollywood to get ready for lunch and the conference.
Hey, I'm back at the hotel here at Planet Hollywood. Just relaxed for a little bit after that stroll. That was awesome. Just walking the Strip, getting my steps in. Did stop in the ARIA, and I did get a little wrecked. I lost like 10 straight hands of blackjack. Not good, not good. That's why casinos make money. It's not good to gamble, kids. So I lost a little bit of what I won yesterday, but having a great time. It was fun walking. I actually do own different clothes than just that Spartan gear that I was wearing earlier. Feel refreshed. Gonna grab a bite to eat. I'm hungry. All I've really had is that burger at the Café Hollywood for like the last 24 hours. Definitely want to get something to eat. I think we're going to another burger place. Is that going to be the theme? Am I just going to eat all the burgers? Anyway, going to go down and then we're going to start the conference. So I was saying back in the room, I'm super hungry, and I'm happy to say that I found a place to eat, because there's plenty of places to eat in Vegas. You can't really go hungry here. And I'm at Gordon Ramsay Burger. Look at this burger. This thing is massive. I know I had a burger last night, but this restaurant looks so awesome. We got some corn dip here. Jesse got wings. It's gonna be terrific, and I can't wait to bite into this burger. And bam, I'm back in the room, just where I left off. We just got back from the conference. There's some great networking, chatting, and all that stuff. Yada yada, stuff you don't care about. So we're gonna get the group together and make our way to Fremont Street, the old strip. I've heard so many things about this from my boy Jake, some other friends. Jesse's even talked about this too, that we have to check this out. Her mom really wants to go to the Golden Nugget. I've heard of that casino before. So let's call up an Uber, do some more exploring. Not sure what else I'm going to share for this segment of the day, but I'll try to get some footage of the classic, the legendary Fremont Street. All right, we made it to Fremont Street. Hey, Jesse, did we make it to Fremont? We made it to Fremont. Cheers to Fremont Street. Cheers. That right there behind me is the famous El Cortez, and that's where I'm heading next.
Outside of the conference, Scott's biggest goal for his work trip was to visit the El Cortez Hotel and Casino. We've seen countless YouTube videos filmed here from Vegas Matt and other Vegas-based vloggers, so he just had to check it out for himself. And it really is classic Vegas, old, historic, and definitely not as flashy as the main strip. In fact, the El Cortez is one of the oldest continuously operating casinos in Las Vegas, first opening back in 1941. Now, filming inside casinos usually requires permission, and the El Cortez is known for having a good relationship with vloggers. But Scott didn't want to push his luck, so he skipped out on filming the casino floor, the same as he did at every other property.
I just left the legendary El Cortez, my boy Vegas Matt, Bluff, all these guys I watch on YouTube. Didn't see any of them there, but I paid my visit. I bought some Vegas Matt merchandise while I was there. Hello! Hey, Jackie! Yeah. This is the winner right here. Jackie is the big winner. She keeps winning at every casino we go to while I keep losing. I lost another $30, but you are the big winner.
I am the winner.
Yes. All right, let's go out to the next place. Maybe get some food too.
Next up, Scott and his group walked to downtown Container Park, which is right across the street from the El Cortez. This open-air shopping center is built entirely out of repurposed shipping containers, and it's home to boutique shops, restaurants, bars, and even a kids' play area right in the middle. Greeting you out front is the park's most famous resident, a giant fire-breathing praying mantis sculpture. Scott thought that he was recording the fire show, but it turns out he was just holding the camera without hitting record. To be fair, he still does that to this day. He really needs to figure out how to use this camera. But even without the footage, it was a pretty spectacular welcome into the park.
We're in the Container Park District. My hotel, El Cortez, is right across the street. Never even knew this existed. Just saw this ridiculous fire-breathing dragon, which Jesse knew about, and then we kind of got startled waiting for it. Got a cool downtown Las Vegas sign behind me. And we're at this cute little place called the Downtown Terrace Kitchen and Bar. Seems like all I've been eating is like bar food kind of stuff, but that's okay. We'll do this a shot. Maybe tomorrow I get a buffet or maybe like a nicer restaurant, but excited to try this place. I can't order the burger though. Remind me, no burger. Let's see what I get. So I listened to my own advice and I didn't get a burger. I got a chicken sandwich, which looks awesome, by the way. Like, look at this. Look at this baby. Nice thick chicken breast. Can't wait to try that. But this place like does a breakfast all day kind of thing, and they had breakfast shots on the menu, and they're kind of like sweet, like cinnamon toast crunch, birthday cake, bacon. Well, bacon one wasn't really sweet, but there's like a muffin one. So I was like, all right, I'll do the flight. I'll do it 3 shots. My man comes out with 6 shots. What the heck? Like, I think they're gonna be weak. I'm hoping they're gonna be weak, but my table mates refuse to drink any of them, so
I'd say he's on his own.
Salut, starting with the muffin. So I'm not really sure if it tastes very blueberry or not. Oh, actually, nope. I'm getting the muffin vibe now. There's a little aftertaste on it. Very good. All right, now we're gonna try the birthday cake
I'm
one.
here for it.
Yeah,
That's like
absolutely.
this.
Who likes a naked tortilla chip?
Yeah.
So the reason I got into, wow, my lips are really pink. I think my lips are sunburned. Anyway, the reason I did the 3 shots is because of this one right here. It's like a cinnamon toast crunch shot. Cheers. That's yummy.
After dinner, they took a stroll down Fremont Street to soak in the neon lights, live music, and all the quirky street entertainment. Fremont Street is actually the second most famous street in Las Vegas, right behind the Strip, and it's the original heart of the city's casino scene. Today, it's home to the Fremont Street Experience, 5 city blocks covered by a massive LED canopy that lights up with nightly shows. And if walking under the canopy isn't thrilling enough, you can actually zip line right over the crowd. The Slotzilla zipline sends riders flying above the street at speeds up to 35 miles per hour. Scott passed on the zipline this time as everyone decided to visit one more casino before heading back to the hotel to call it a night. Maybe he would have been better off ziplining though.
Let's try another casino, the famous Golden Nugget. Well, that's a wrap on day 2, and it was exciting. I got to experience my first conference. That was fun. I mean, it was short. It was like 3 to 4 hours. Tomorrow will be the big day, so excited to head down to the conference center and get my conference on. Let's see what it's like, network, and learn more about my profession. And then, then we did the Fremont. That was wild. That was kind of crazy. They had all those lights, the overhead little light covering thing going on. El Cortez, Vegas Matt. Man, I wish he would have been there, but it was cool to just be in that spot, that legendary Vegas spot, El Cortez, where I see a lot of videos on YouTube, so that was awesome. Golden Nugget is another iconic place. Didn't do too well at the casino there, lost a little bit, but what can you do? I mean, that's why casinos are built. That's why there's so many casinos in Vegas, right? Because the house does tend to win. That chicken sandwich I had was really good. No burger, I stuck to the plan, went with the chicken sandwich. But yeah, I'm just kind of tired. I'm still on a little bit of Eastern time zone, so want to crash and be refreshed for the conference tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow with another day of Vegas. Hello, it's another morning in Las Vegas, and I am ready for day 2 of the conference. And just started off like a normal morning. Woke up, just hung out, caught up on some messages, and got ready for the day. But one thing about yesterday, and this happens a lot when I travel. I don't know if it's because I'm talking so much, I'm like getting dehydrated, not drinking enough water, or whatever it is, or the weather change is what I really think it is that my lips got super chapped. You can even look right now, they are super pink. This happens to me all the time when I travel. I don't understand it. So naturally, I went to put on some chapstick and realized I didn't bring chapstick. So pro tip, always remember your chapstick, because I just went down to the gift shop and it was $9 for the chapstick I normally wear, which I'll tell you is not $9 back at home. That one cost me big time. Hopefully my lips can start feeling better because they hurt and they look painful too. So I'm about to go downstairs to get some breakfast at the conference, meet up with Jesse, and it's gonna be a full day of information. Super excited. Hey, it's an intermission at the conference, so we are back for a little bit, just taking a little break as we just had lunch, did some networking, talked to some vendors, and now I'm just back in the room to get a soda. But really enjoying it so far. Not that anyone really cares about the conference, right? This is more like a Vegas vlog. But oh, you're wondering what's around my neck? Yeah, it's the King of Clubs. I had to play a role in one of the tables we were at today, really interactive, and I had this card that someone had to like send things to me because I was the King of Clubs or whatnot, but it was a lot of fun. But going to, head my way back there right now. Just thought I'd give a quick update, say hello. Not that you really care about this stuff, but we will see you later after the conference. Day 2 of the conference is over, and now it's time to hit the town. So we're just hanging out with some people from the conference tonight, and this was my suggestion. I was just got off the phone with Liz. She said, that's kind of a weird suggestion, but we're going to go to a Vegas buffet. Like, that's what I think of, right? When you come to Vegas, it's like old school Vegas, right? You go to the buffets, you see it on the sitcoms, the movies. You go to the Vegas buffet. That's what I was trying to tell Liz. She thinks I'm kind of weird, and she's like, you sure everyone wants to go? I'm like, yeah, I think everyone's down for it. So we're gonna go to the buffet. I put in a note to do the Caesars buffet. Shout out to Run Mike, my buddy. He said that Caesars buffet is awesome. Hopefully that's where we're going. But let's go hit the strip and see where we end up. So we're making our way to Caesars for the buffet, but look at this. Look at this. I love the lights. This is my first time really out here at night. Look at that Eiffel Tower. I know it's a weird angle. You got the Paris Hotel. Our hotel's back here playing Hollywood. I'm looking at the Bellagio on our way to Caesars, which is right next to Bellagio. The fountain show is going to be starting. I always do this, you know. It's my signature move. I look at the watch. In 9 minutes, we thought we might as well just stick around for the fountain show. Prime viewing, straight ahead. Hope I have some good video for you. It's showtime!
The Bellagio Fountain Show is a true Vegas classic. The fountains dance across an 8.5-acre lake with over 1,200 water jets and nearly 4,800 lights. Each performance is set to a different song, so no two shows are quite the same. On most evenings, they run every 15 to 30 minutes, which means plenty of chances to catch the magic more than once. From there, they made their way over to Caesar's Palace for the Bacchanal Buffet, famous for its 250-plus dishes, prepared in 9 live kitchens. It's one of the biggest and most extravagant buffets in Vegas, and definitely worth the stop.
We're checked in for the Caesars buffet. There's 250 food items on this menu. How many will I try? Let's see if I get creative tonight. Good morning. It is another glorious day in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome from the desert. I hope you've been enjoying like little clips of Vegas as I've been having an exciting time at my first conference. Today is day 3 of said conference. Got my badge. But last night was fun. One of our colleagues that we work with took us out to dinner. We went to a buffet. So I think I kind of teased that, right? And the Caesars Palace buffet was awesome. I know that there's so many great restaurants around here. I was on the phone with Liz last night and she was kind of teasing me about it. And I get it because there's so many great places I could go to. But I just felt like a Vegas buffet, you got to try it once, right? And I think the buffets are like dwindling down over here. So that was super cool. Crab legs galore, Asian food, Mexican food, 9 carving stations. I mean, it was loaded. The desserts though. So you ever go to a buffet and they got like those mini desserts and you grab like 2 or 3, maybe 4, and then you get to your table and you're excited to eat them. And the first couple bites you're like, man, these are kind of stale or kind of flavorless. Like that's kind of like how it is for me when you go to those like mini dessert buffets. But these were not like that. They were awesome. They tasted so good. The creme brulee was a big hit at our table. They had like a guy serving ice cream, and I had this like giant cinnamon roll. He's like, well, sir, don't you want some ice cream on that cinnamon roll? I stood there for like 0.2 seconds. It was like, yes, I do. He's like, my recommendation is the butter pecan. So he put some butter pecan on there. Like, it was just awesome. But it was kind of wild last night because the road, like Las Vegas Boulevard, the little intersection that our hotel is at where you cross over to go to the Bellagio, the traffic light was out. So there's pedestrians basically constantly crossing, which caused troubles for the cars going through. So it was kind of chaotic. And this was before we went to dinner. After dinner, the Las Vegas police were just kind of monitoring that, and they wouldn't even let you cross over at that intersection. So you had to go up through like the Cosmopolitan area and then cross over there. So as we're going by, our friend wanted to say, hey, let's go. I heard there's a speakeasy in here, so let's go check it out. I'm in the shoe, baby. Our friend Bill said there's a speakeasy in the Cosmo, and I think we just found it. There's a donkey on the door that says exit. I think we can open that door though. Let's see if we can do it. Definitely found it, and there's my donkey. Let's check it out. What do you have there?
El Espresso Martini. Cheers.
And how is it?
Amazing. It's really good.
All right, Jesse, what you got there?
I don't know. A watermelon basil margarita.
Okay.
All right, let's try it. That's amazing. Yeah.
Ghost donkey was awesome. We knew that there was like a donkey on the door, so we had to like stroll around a little bit, but I did find it, so that was really cool. But yeah, it was a fun night. Got back into bed by around 10:30, which was great. Got a good night's sleep, even though I was still up at like 5:30. But excited for day 3 of the conference. Let's go down and get some breakfast, and I'll just check in with you all later as the day progresses. Day 3 of the conference is over. We're at Caramella. It's a new restaurant here at Planet Hollywood. So we're learning the menu and everything. It's beautiful inside. And of course I went with a, what was this called, Jesse? Something good?
Know.
Chaos good. This is a chaos good.
Chaotic.
Chaotic good. See, this is why I travel with my boss. She always corrects me. Chaotic good. It's basically an old fashioned. Smells really good. It's got Buffalo Trace. Yum. This is going to be a spectacular meal. So there is Booker's on the menu, and as my friends from small town Illinois say, when you see Booker's, you order Booker's. So we just finished up the meal at Caramella. It was really good. They ranged from like pastas to steaks to like a loaded appetizer menu. I just went with a simple manicotti. Had like the spinach and ricotta. Hopefully I don't have any in my teeth right now, but it was really awesome, really enjoyable, good bar menu. That cheesecake though, that cheesecake was a foot long. So if you come to Caramella, make sure you have a group of people, or unless you got a big appetite, you can eat a foot long cheesecake to yourself. So that was really great. The auction for the conference is happening, the silent auction. I don't think we're going to go to it. We kind of peeked at it earlier during the conference. Nothing really jumped out to us. Jessie really wants to take her mom to the Cosmo to check it out, maybe do a little gambling. This is our last night, so we might explore over there a little bit again. But overall, it's been a great Vegas trip. Can't wait to see my girls soon. And we're going to be going to Orlando for a cruise.
On his way back to the Strip, Scott got sidetracked by a cake vending machine, kind of like the famous cupcake ATM at Sprinkles, but with full slices of cake ready to go. I guess Vegas has everything, right? Later, he set out to try one of the city's famous speakeasies. The ones at the Cosmopolitan were packed, but that's okay. He had his sights set on another, the Vault at the Bellagio. Finding it wasn't easy. It's tucked away behind an unmarked door, but stepping inside felt like uncovering a secret. Now, calling the Vault pricey is an understatement, but the atmosphere was worth experiencing. While some in his group decided to head back to the casino floor, Scott decided to stay put, explore the space, and enjoy a carefully crafted cocktail. Scott ordered a cocktail called the Vapor Trail, and before it even arrived, they surprised him with a little starter drink and some snacks, spicy nuts and thin garlic sticks to munch on. Stepping into the vault felt like traveling back to the 1930s. Dim lighting, gold accents, and staff in tuxedos setting the scene for a truly classy experience.
All right, here we go. Ooh,
That's nice.
and then my personal favorite part, besides my hand being in there, I used to be a teenage hand model.
Okay, there you go.
It's a spinning glass.
Woo! That was slick.
Yes, it was an expensive cocktail, but when you add in the extras, the atmosphere, and the service, it made for an awesome experience that felt like classic Vegas at its best. After that classy experience at the vault, Scott was feeling a little bit snacky, so he wandered back to Planet Hollywood, hoping to track down a quick bite before one final blackjack session of the trip. There are a lot of options for a quick bite on the Strip, but he was hoping to find something that he was looking for on the first night.
I tried to go to Pin Up Pizza the first night. I could not find it because it says like, oh yeah, Planet Hollywood, go to Pin Up Pizza. It's outside. I thought it was inside. I finally found it. There we go. Let's get a slice of Pin Up Pizza, baby. All right, I got the Pin Up Pizza. Let's see what it looks like. Big old cardboard box. That's a pretty big slice. Hold on. Hello, it's another glorious morning in Las Vegas. Hold on. Ta-da! This is the last morning. It's a half-day conference. Gonna hit up a couple sessions. I'm all packed. I'm ready to go. Then I'm going to the airport to see my girls because we're going on a cruise. This is a great time in Las Vegas. Got to hang out with Jessie and her mom. Grandma Jackie won some money. I got a little bit of my money back, so that was nice. It was a great time by everyone. That Speakeasy, how awesome was that? Holy cow, that was incredible. I'm not sure how much of Vegas I actually ended up showing in this vlog. Hopefully it came out okay. One last thing in this hotel room I forgot to do. I have to make a quick phone call. Hello, Vegas? The conference is over. I have a few minutes before heading to the airport, and I think I should get some lunch. It's almost 11 o'clock here, and I'm gonna have a long day of travel. It's gonna feel like I'm gonna lose 3 hours of time, so I should probably start adapting to the Eastern time zone again right now, so definitely I'm overdue for lunch. I'm debating a little sandwich behind me. They got this like mac and cheese crazy sandwich. They got the holiday sandwich. But Jessie and her mom went to a place on the first day before I got here, and the name of the restaurant intrigues me. It's in the mall here, the Miracle Mile Mall is what I think they call this, attached to Planet Hollywood. I'm gonna walk down there and check this place out. That might be where I end up. But just by the title of the restaurant is why I have to go. Let's see what we got. So the place I was gonna go to, it seemed like it was gonna take too long of a walk. I couldn't really find it. I got a little lost. Time crunch, right? So I thought the safe play would be here, the safe bet, we're in Vegas, was to just go to the Earl Sandwich. I knew where that was. It's really close to the lobby where I'm gonna get picked up from my Uber. So Earl Sandwich it is. I went with this beefy mac and cheese sandwich. Like this, I'm gonna have to get off this white shirt because it's gonna get sloppy, I think. But the place I was gonna go to was called Ketchup. I was gonna get a hot dog at Ketchup. If you know me, I like my ketchup. I'm not gonna make ketchup on my Earl Sandwich that I'm about to get, but I definitely would have had it on my hot dog, my burger, my fries, whatever I was gonna get. Scotty G, ketchup. Didn't go to Ketchup. Maybe next time. Well, got the sandwich here, and it's fine. It's supposed to be kind of like funny, right? It's mac and cheese and roast beef on a nice toasted bread, but not the greatest flavor. It's not really that messy either, honestly, but it's okay. I'm enjoying it. Would have much rather had some ketchup though. And just like that, the conference is over. I'm back at the airport. The airport is really close to the Strip. It was like a 10-minute ride. The guy was listening to Beatles music, Paul McCartney music, so I was actually highly entertained. He was playing my jams. Quick, easy process. I got here a little early, but that's okay. So I'm just walking around getting my steps in, for that steps challenge I've been doing. But I think this is going to be the wrap-up of this video. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Little splashes of the Strip, some of the places we dined, things like that. Maybe I'll share it. Maybe I'll share it. If you're seeing this, I obviously shared it. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But no, we're going to continue to learn and grow from the concepts that we learned over this week and pursue that in our professional field. Anyway, you guys don't care about what I do for a living, but I hope you enjoyed this episode of Must See Adventures, and we'll catch you next time.